Hey guys, this is Marcus Trusty from Core. Coming to you in this video today with another trail issue. We've been asking a lot lately for you guys to help us. Send in emails, send in your thoughts on trails so we can keep them open. The one we're talking about today is Saxon Mountain, Creek County. It's usually run in the loop from going up Spring Creek or up Cascade Creek, and then Saxon Mountain comes down into the town of Georgetown. So it's really, convenient to get back to the highway that way, and to make a nice day trip and loop. So we've seen a couple things online over the past, few weeks that potentially the sheriff there in Clear Creek County and the commissioners were discussing the option of closing the road indefinitely due to safety issues. We're not really sure what's going on or what the long-term goal is, but something did happen at an executive session there in Clear Creek County with the commissioners discussing Saxon Mountain and the route. We obviously don't know what that is because executive sessions are off the record and the public doesn't know what happens in an executive session. However, we do know that the commissioners will be talking about Saxon Mountain coming up on July 20th. If you look here, you can see we were forwarded a copy of the Clear Creek Board of County Commissioners agenda for July 20th, 2021 here. And if we scroll down under the work session that's scheduled at 10 a.m., the work session to discuss temporary closure of a portion of Saxon Mountain pursuant to Colorado Revised Statute 42-4-106 and consider of a resolution approving the same. So, before we'll go back to Colorado Revised Statute 42-4-106 here in a moment. But we will post the link with this video. There's a Zoom link there. You can also dial in by telephone. And at the very beginning of the work session, 8:45 a.m., there's a place that you can make public comment. So they're asking, just for 5 minutes to present a matter of concern. So if you have time on July 20th at 8:45 a.m., it'd be great if you could log in on Zoom and, just type your name in when they ask for public comments and then tell them that you support keeping Saxon Mountain out open for the long term and why. So really quick, if we look at that revised statute 42-4-106 here, it grants local authorities with respect to highways under their jurisdiction, maybe ordinance or resolution, prohibit the operation of vehicles upon any such highway or impose restrictions as to the weight of vehicles to be operated upon such highway for a total period not to exceed 90 days in any calendar year. So again, we're not really sure what their thoughts are and what they're planning to do, but they're citing this statute that gives them the authority to close a route under their jurisdiction for up to 90 days in any 1 year period. This is a Clear Creek County road for the most part, and then it's managed by the Forest Service at the very upper section. So effectively, if they close this, you wouldn't be able to make a loop back down into Georgetown. You can see here, courtesy of Trails Off-Road, the map there, the routes in blue. You can see all the waypoints, but the route above it to the north there is Spring Creek in red, and the route kind of to the south there coming into it is Cascade Creek in the orange, and so then Saxon Mountain goes right down into Georgetown. That's why it's a really desirable trail, because it's a cool looping option there. So if you can't make it to the public comment period, then what we would ask you to do is, email in your thoughts. We'll include the sheriff and the county commissioner's email addresses in the copy of this video too, so you can just send over an email. We've asked you, do emails a lot. As always, be very polite. Tell them who you are. If you've used Saxon Mountain, why you've used it, and why you've enjoyed it, and just request that they keep that open for the long term for motorized users. Again, we don't know what's planned. Maybe there's road work there. Maybe they deem a section of the road dangerous, and so they're planning on doing future work. I'm not really sure. But unfortunately, temporary closures in many cases we've seen become permanent, or then excuses start to pile up as to why they can never reopen the road, or they don't have funding to do road repairs or what have you. So we definitely have to be very vigilant, in a circumstance like this, with letting them know how the off-road community feels and why we support that trail and want it open. And even that we would partner with them if they need, volunteers and boots on the ground, a partner to apply for grants and funding. We'll be sending in a letter from CORE offering all of those things and offering our support to keep the road open and why we want them to keep the road open. So we just ask that you do the same thing. Take a couple minutes, punch in these email addresses into an email generator, send over a couple thoughts, and then if possible, if you can get on the county commissioner meeting with the Zoom link that we'll provide, then please do so. Watch through, see what they say, and if you have the opportunity, make public comment. It's up to all of us to work together, try and keep trails open.